Dear white people that are cool with black folks and don't judge nobody by their skin tone, would you be my friend? That's all I wanted to know. That's all I'm trying to find out.
White people.
We're supposed to be brothers. All right, buckle up, boys. We got a rich one today. I can't believe this is actually happening, but I think it's a good thing, okay? There's like a trend going on where it's kind of, dear white people, why don't you like us? Or they start asking really odd questions, which they don't even know that they're being racist, but they're not being racist. This is going to be fun. Buckle up, baby.
People, what's so hard about saying excuse me?
All right, so white people, I have a genuine question.
Dear white people, please.
Hi, I have a question for white people.
Hi, I have a question for all black people. Do you guys think that you could stop asking these stupid-ass generalized questions regarding an entire fucking race on this platform, please?
Okay, so just to kind of give you a brief summary here of what's going down, and we could all agree it's a bit ridiculous. It's a bit fucked up. But I'm going to start off with some of you guys' comments from previous videos. If you're new here, welcome. We're going to have some fun, okay? We just might learn something about each other. Now, first of all, this guy goes, you know, as a black guy, bro is rocking that pick better than me. This guy gets it. You see, I actually just use a pick because it's cooler than a regular brush. I've always used a pick for a long time. Who says I can't? Who says you can't? It's fun. I get it. And I got that thick daddy hair. All right, this other guy goes, this is kind of, let's just really set the tone for this video here, okay? I want us all to end up on the same page. And some of us will never, ever hang out, but it's not because of color. This guy goes, funny, I was one of 4 black people at my high school, and one of them was my sister. That's hilarious. This is going to really set the tone, because in my senior year, I was one of 2 white people in my school. I was the only white guy, and there was one other white girl. Isn't that crazy how I went to 5 different schools from middle school to the end of high school? Not one of them was like a mixed bunch of people. It was either all black and Spanish, all black, or mostly white. Anybody? So I get where he's coming from. Or, yeah, I totally get it. I've been through it. I was on the other side. I was the white boy. So you think, this is what I'm getting at. This guy goes, I'm multi-grain, baby. I like to say I'm more of a multi-grain skin because I got freckles and shit. It's just kind of a, you know, just kind of set the tone, you know. Anyways, let's really get this party started. I just kind of want to set some questions here that you guys are all probably asking yourselves. There's something to talk about with school.
Some black lady made a post that says, white people, how does it feel to be white? Okay, well, this is how it feels to be white. Imagine being a race that you're not allowed to be proud of. If I put up that I'm proud to be white, people would comment that I'm the most racist person in the world. All right, imagine being blamed for something that you were never a part of.
Dear white women, listen. You're only playing this if you value your life. Is to shut the up.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we have what I like to call a black supremacist. Someone that believes that the oppression of their ancestors allows them to oppress people in the present. Someone that believes that race is the end-all be-all. Someone that believes that their life revolves so much around the color of their skin that like a symbiote, race takes over their entire being. However, because of this, they gain some abilities or social power. And for all the people that don't believe that black supremacists exist, here's your proof.
Well, okay, she gets really intense, but could you imagine? First of all, you could imagine, because we're going to show some examples a little later in the video of white people just being like totally just way out of pocket. Like, I'm actually like, damn, you're making all of us look bad. You get what I'm saying? Not all white people, right? Right? Like, not all cops are bad, but then the bad ones make everybody guilty by association. It goes for everyone. But this is nuts. Just listen to this one. I don't care who you are. This is just odd.
Every resource
and use your privilege to back us in every way.
I have 7 kids, 7 different baby daddies, and I do receive $3,000 in EBT food stamps.
$3K in EBT a month is not something.
Sorry, I just thought that was crazy. Okay, that's like nothing. You like that chick has a whole TikTok page kind of bragging about food stamps. And believe it or not, white people have the most, use the most food stamps. The only difference is like, you know, it's something we're actually ashamed of. You know, when I had to get my dad food stamps, first of all, they rejected them like 10 times. I took them in one day to try and get them like public housing, and they actually laughed at us. I'm not kidding. Like, that really happened because we look like this. Okay? So, what do you expect people to do? I don't care what color you are nowadays. There ain't no fucking... This is the only handout there is. I don't just get to walk in somewhere. I didn't just go, oh, you're white. Here's $5 million. That's not how it fucking works. I don't care what color you are. You gotta work. You gotta either work really hard or you get handouts. But it's not something to brag about. Anyways.
You want to flex on. That literally shows how much you cannot provide for the children you kept on having. How do you have 7 different baby daddies and you were giving birth since the age of 14? You know, don't they say one of the biggest causes for destruction of home families in the black community is having children who have no father figure?
Dear white...
Okay, now, take color out of the equation, okay? We could all bond right now on this. Believe it or not, I grew up with a great mom and dad. But guess what? By the time I turned 19, I started giving my dad money because he was a drug addict. And I started paying his rent. He didn't get no government handout. We tried, trust me. I fucking tried. All right? So it's not all peaches and cream. And I had people look at me like they just look at me and they just immediately think, you're fucking wealthy, everything's perfect. Well, guess what? My mom died from alcoholism and my dad is brain dead. And I've been paying for him for 15 years. But you would never know that. It's hilarious. Anyways, not to bring up the EBT and all that, okay? And the parenting. But that's where all of this starts. How do I know? You think my grandfather wasn't racist? He fucking was. Doesn't mean I am. But he was. You're not wrong about that guy. Anyways.
Dear white people, no one is asking you to apologize for your ancestors. We're asking you to dismantle the systems of oppression they built that you maintain and benefit from.
Honestly, it's a straight homicide.
Dude, it doesn't matter what color you are. We ain't nothing but a number. We're all modern day slaves. I don't care how you cut it. I'm working for Google right now. Okay? Shit ain't always peaches and cream. All hail Google. I'm still nothing but a number. I still have to pay taxes. I still have to make money. No one's giving me fucking handouts. It doesn't matter what color you are anymore. We're all fucking slaves. I'm not saying racism doesn't exist. We're going to have some prime examples right here. We're going to go into it. We're going to show some real shit. But it goes both ways. It's just funny that you think I could just get up and dismantle the system. Bro, I've gotten a felony. They didn't go, oh, you're white, no big deal, dude. It's all gravy. No, bitch, they gave me a fucking felony. Okay? I've been beat the shit out of by cops. Literally, for no reason. Anyways, this is my friend Shape. Believe it or not, we talk every single day because we have the same goals, the same aspirations, and we see the world the same. Okay? We don't care about each other's color. We're on the same frequency. I don't just hang out with white people because they're white. That's not how it works. If we're on the same page, we see the world the same values, and we're on the same mission, then we're going to work together. Doesn't that make sense? Anyways, but this is about that shooting that happened recently. Pretty fucked up stuff.
This is a police homicide against an innocent woman, an innocent black woman at that. And I say black because I believe her race has a lot to do with it. If you see an old white lady boiling hot water, I don't think anyone's going to assume that the white lady's trying to assault the police. But a black woman...
Now, he goes, wait, look at his face. Hold on. He's like, he's like, girl. Now, as someone who's been through the court system and also got the shit beat out of me, literally, like a dog, took me in with no shoes on, fractured my rib cage, I did nothing wrong. They didn't even arrest me. They had to take me. Yo, it was some like mafia stuff. But imagine if I was black. That's a real thing. I agree with you guys. But it's not all cops. Not all cops are racist. But the ones that do this make it seem as if all of them are. Just like not all black people are racist. Even though I've been treated sideways. I lived in California. I got called white boy on a daily basis. By strangers. That's how you talk to people? It goes both ways. Imagine if I just walked up like, hey, brown boy. You see what I mean? It starts with you, and it starts with me. I don't have a problem with race. I don't see it that way. Have I ever stereotyped? Of course. You do too. It's classic. I love it. Anyways, now this is some real classic white boy racism right here. This is fucked up.
You're on this, nigger. Where's your parents?
Little nigger.
Hey, are we allowed to let these little nigglets make threats? The nigglets are making threats. Can you arrest the nigglets?
Now, I do get it. That right there makes me look bad. But you know what's really fucked up? Is these people were raised this way. Whoever raised them, that's who did that. You know what happened to my mom? Let me explain it to you this way. You're gonna love this one. So I dated this Jamaican chick, black chick, right? For about a little over a year. So I took her to visit my family. My grandfather wasn't there. I wouldn't have taken her there if my grandfather was there, because my grandfather was racist. Not like overtly, but he was. He fucking was. Dude was 95. Okay? And all my aunts and uncles are older. They're in their 60s and 70s. So I take my girlfriend, right? Different skin color, black, to meet the family. My mom loves her. Great. Dad, all good. Everything's smooth. I go to introduce her to the rest of the family. I'm not fucking kidding you. When she left, they sat me down and had an intervention with me. I found out that half of my family was straight up like racist. And they're not overtly, because I would have known. I don't hang out with people like that. Okay? And if I do, it's usually by accident. Because a lot of people aren't walking around doing that. That's just insane. But it starts in the family. I mean, how many black people out there, or Mexican, when I lived out in LA, a lot of Mexicans, we got along, a lot of Mexicans didn't like white people just because of my color. But they were raised that way. All right? So it starts with your parents and their fucking parents. All right? So it's up to us, really. I mean, it sounds corny, but it's true. Don't make me bring up the high school thing again. When the hell has anybody been in a mixed high school where everything's just, 25%, 25%, 25%? All different races. I'd love to know where that school is, because I've never seen one. This is another one. Speaking of the black chick I dated, her mom purposely named her a really white name so that she wouldn't have this issue. This one goes, a black man got a job interview after he changed the name on the resume. How funny is that shit? Now he's suing for discrimination, as he should. Okay? Because, could you imagine? But at the same time, let's say I'm hiring somebody, right? I'm not hiring you based on color. I'm hiring on your character, how well you are at the job, what's your goals, how you treat people. It makes sense to me. But, like we said, some people, you saw those dudes just overtly racist. It's fucked up, man. It does not make us look good, that's for sure.
People will invite white people to the cookout, but do white people ever invite us to the country club?
What's your least favorite race? I don't believe in race. Race is a social construct. Everybody's shades of wheat.
Hold up, my educated and melanated brother. Hold up.
Oh, damn it, dude. I'm sorry, man. I'm in Texas right now. I'm not in my home studio. Okay. So, first of all, most of us can't afford the country club. Doesn't matter what color you are. I worked at the country club. I'm not a fucking member there. This is a true story. I really did. I bartended at a country club. I didn't work there. They looked at me like nothing like a fucking pet. I was just their little bitch. I was their peasant. There was Mexicans working there, black people working there, Asian people working there. We were nothing but peasants. And yes, most of the members at the country club were white. But believe it or not, there's a good amount of black members too. 250,000 a year. Yeah. You think they were in there beefing on race? No. They were all on the same frequency. I know. I fucking know. And also, I do think race is a construct. I feel like we are kind of pinned against each other. You know, like, yeah, you're black, I'm white. She's not. He's yellow, yellow man, red bone, whatever. I'm multi-grain. But we keep that in our heads. I don't care. I don't look at it that way. Do I stereotype sometimes? Yes, we already discussed that. Anyways, carry on. This one's really good. This is a comment from a previous video. I'm a polished white dude, and my closest friend ever was a black guy who drowned in a waterfall when I was 20. That's terrible, man. Sorry to hear that. He goes, everyone who knew him said that he would always talk highly of me and gave me so much respect. We never let skin color define our strong friendship. We were just two young guys trying to make music and talking about life together. Rest in peace, Tony March. See what he just said? Just two young guys trying to make music together. It's that simple. All right? I know plenty of fucking white guys that I will never hang out with. You know why? They're doing nothing. They're alcoholics, all right? Or they fuck off all day. They do nothing. They produce nothing for society. Okay? It's like this. Put it like this. It's like a homeless person, right? People helping people makes the world go around. But when you got people stuck in the machine blocking it, because if you keep giving, it's not about who could give to you. It's also what can you do for other people. Take race out of the equation. Because the more people that are just taking, that stops the circle. If that makes any fucking sense. Anyways, but I agree with them, okay? That's how it works. That's life.
Not all white people. Not all white people, right? I hear that every single day in the comments of my videos. So my question is, for the good white people, to the allies, what are y'all doing exactly? Because I can't see your movement. I see the movement of those who seek to continue to oppress and marginalize black people, but I don't see your movement. I don't see what you're doing.
What do you want me to do? Go fucking march? I don't have time to go march. The only reason you see the negative is because those are people doing actions. No one ever talks about the good things. You think some guy's going to make a video and be like, I had a white guy just be really nice to me today for no reason. What? That's just nice people. No one's going to make a headline story about that. The reason you don't see it is because that doesn't exist. If you're not an actual racist person, no, there's nothing to see. I'm doing my job. I'm talking about it here because this is blowing my mind that this is like a big thing. In 2024, I'm sitting here like, wow, you know, this is just crazy. It's honestly kind of funny. Take a hit, seriously, metaphorically speaking. I don't smoke weed that much. And if I did, I'd pass it to you, man. It's all good. Or maybe I wouldn't. I have no idea. Depends what kind of person you are. That sounded racist, but it's not. Remember what I said. I hang out with people that are on my wavelength. Right? Are you a good person? What's your values? I already said this. I'm not going to repeat it. But it's just funny that she's sitting here like, what are you guys doing? What do you mean? We're not doing anything. There's nothing to do. We're doing our part. It starts with us. It starts with you. If anything, this is just making her look bad. Not really, though. Like I said, I can't judge her. I don't know her. But the fact that she's bringing that up, I'm sitting here like, why are you bringing this up? That's like kind of stupid. I'm not saying she's stupid. I'm saying it's kind of dumb. This is funny shit, though, honestly.
Can you let me know, like, what are y'all doing? Because it seems to me that most of your anti-racist allyship is only really active on social media.
When is y'all gonna invite me to one of y'all parties, man?
The most terrifying.
We're gonna end on this note, and I totally agree with this guy. Think about this shit. Think about this.
Terrifying thing on planet Earth to Uncle Sam is white, brown, and black, combining cookouts/parties. You guys bring your food. For sure, bring your food. We'll bring the bullshit. We'll bring the four-wheelers and the mud and the games and the crazy stuff. And after we get done eating and mudding and getting crazy and having fun and you teach me how to dance, we find out you love our women and we love yours. And we're dapping each other up, having a fucking good time, being friends like we always should have been. Next, we're gonna go to the cornfield, shoot some tannerite, compare weaponry. And Uncle Sam's in the tree line, and when he sees Uzi...
Yo, he said compare weaponry. That's hilarious.
Uzi/Tech-9, machete, and AR-15 hanging out together, being friends, finding out how much we have in common that they've hid from us. He sees a three-way toast between a glass of cognac, tequila, and Kentucky bourbon, and a clash of newfound respect, and we're like, fuck yes. Uncle Sam is scared. And I get chills just thinking about it.
That's hilarious. He's got such a good point. Imagine if all of us were just on the same frequency. It'd be a wrap, dude. It'd be game over. But I've never had an issue with any of this. Okay, like I said, like I've had plenty of friends of every race, not just black, every race. Are we on the same level or not? The same frequency. That's all it is. It's that simple. This guy right here, somebody who watches the videos, he goes, as an Afro-American guy, he goes, I'm trying to get other brothers to watch your videos. You speak facts. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's awesome. We got one last thing I want to end on here. This guy right here, take race out of the equation. This is something to think about, because all you could do is do you, work on yourself. That's all you could do. You can't make me change. I can't make you change. But this guy has an awesome point. End on this note. Take this home with you.
10 years from now, you will surely become someone. The big question is, who? What are you becoming? What do you want to do economically? Where do you want to go? What do you want to be? What would you like to have? What would you like to share? How much would you like to earn? How far would you like to go? Those are some major questions to ask. And if you go to work on it now, sure enough, in a very short period of time, you can take on a new direction to become the kind of person you want to be.
I think that was very fair. That's it. I have nothing more to say. Except for this guy. He goes, I don't pay attention to the racism chat. Whether you are for it or against it, I believe it is just a waste of time. Hot damn, brother. I think we're ending on that note. Hell of a talk.